Hi everyone, I'm Alex and I'm the hands behind Lovecraft Crochet. My plushies are for the anxious, depressed, autistic, and neurodivergent. Small enough to travel in a purse, backpack, diaper bag, or even your pocket. You can check out my Facebook page or TikTok to see what patterns are available and stay tuned for the new ones coming out. I also make hats, scarves, blankets, and dice bags for the tabletop gamer or dice goblin in your life. Feel free to order through the page, TikTok DMs, or via email at love.craft.crochet@gmail.com. Now, on to the segment.
Urban legends, missing heaven, hookman coming for you, missing 15 minutes. AJ wrote it, Sammy reads it, Mothman's flying at you, missing 15 minutes.
Welcome back to Mything 15 Minutes, the show where folklore gets weird in less time than it takes to wonder if it really is a deer on the side of the road. I'm Sam Rossi, reading a script written by the guy stretching really hard for these little taglines, AJ Carey.
Hi.
Today we're taking a bit of a peek into the current creepiest part of America with an urban legend from Appalachian region that describes a creature that looks like a deer. Until you notice it isn't. Basically, the uncanny valley with antlers. This is the not deer.
As brought up last episode.
Yes. The not deer isn't a cryptid with a long folkloric history. Instead, it's more of a modern internet legend, often shared in short stories and social media posts, and even some TikToks. Sightings usually take place in the Appalachian Mountains, especially along rural roads, which makes sense. Everything that scary happens on a dark backcountry road. True story. I don't care what anybody says. That's a true story. I've never been as scared. I've done some highway driving. Now, when we get to the highway and it's completely dark, dark
completely
and
straight, and you do not see the world.
I have never been so happy. The night Mom called us when we were coming back, it was 2:30 in the morning. And I had just jerked because I suddenly sorry, that sounds bad. I just jerked the steering wheel because I had fallen. You know how you do that doze and you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And I'm like, shit. And I looked over at AJ and I went to hit him and my phone rings. And I've never been so happy to have Mommy calling because she was worried that something was going to happen and I needed somebody awake for the last 90 minutes of our trip. We were 90 minutes from home and we could have died.
Thanks for that.
It's okay, now you know.
Yes. You want to know how many times you almost died when I had to drive 28 hours straight?
I was not 28 hours straight.
Oh, you're right. I got a half-hour break every so often.
And my personal favorite, though, is when I had to wake you up because we were lost.
We weren't lost.
The GPS had us in the middle of nowhere.
The GPS was lost. We just needed to keep going straight.
No, because if I had kept going straight, we would have ended up back in Kentucky that time.
Oh, you're talking about that. Oh, you're talking about when it was just me and you for the first time.
Yeah.
The GPS is like, hang all right. Why is this a dirt road?
AJ, I'm lost. No, you're not. Follow the GPS. AJ, the GPS is lost.
Man, this is the creepiest fucking.
It
was a beautiful area.
Area, and the tractor that was working helped us made us feel a little bit more at home. Sorry, my bad. Anyways,
so now that we're 3.5 minutes in, let's actually talk about the not deer.
Descriptions vary, but the core idea is this: you see what looks like a deer, then something feels wrong. The legs might be bent the wrong way, the body proportions are off, and the eyes, or the eyes stare at you with unusual intelligence. Like when you meet someone's dog and it's looks a bit off and acts a little too human. Only this time, it's something that could trample you. Witnesses often describe the nut deer as moving in unnatural ways, standing upright, running like a predator, or watching people too closely. Imagine Bambi, but instead of learning about friendship, he learns about hunting you. Some reports describe them as completely silent, even when moving quickly, while others say they cause a deep sense of dread, as though your instincts are screaming, "That's not right!" All right, I've been in the woods and have had those moments where something's not right.
Yeah.
No, that's a different story. Never mind. Which honestly might be the most believable part. Humans are wired to notice when nature feels off, and in the woods at night, absolutely a feeling worth listening to. And that is why when we did the 8th grade camping trip, my ass never went outside that tent once it hit dark. I'm just saying. There are several theories to explain the legend. One is that people are seeing deer with disease, such as chronic wasting disease, which causes abnormal behavior and physical deformities. You know, zombie deer. But clearly, that's less creepy than the alternative. Another possibility is simple misidentification. Catching a glimpse of an animal at night under poor lighting conditions, especially if your imagination is already primed by local legends. Translation, it's a deer. But I was already spooked, so suddenly it was the devil. Granted, that also leads into the general folklore. Once a story like the Not Deer circles the internet, people start interpreting strange experiences through that lens. The Not Deer has quickly become a staple of online horror spaces. They appear in short stories, podcasts, TikToks. It resonates because it blends the familiar with the uncanny. It's not Bigfoot stomping through the woods. It's something you think you know, but your brain goes, nope, wrong, help, police. Folklorists point out that stories like the Not Deer reflect regional anxieties, isolation, dangers of wilderness, and the eerie quiet of rural life. Hi, Ezra.
Hi. Can I play on the PlayStation? Dad? Sorry for the heart attack.
I'm coming, Elizabeth.
Do you want to know what made me realize Ezra was here? It wasn't that you jumped. I actually saw him fly in with the corner of my eye. And then you're jumping and here's me going, I've spent enough time with this kid to know when he's going to fuck with us. Have fun, kill people. Love you too. Also, it's a great excuse when you nearly hit something on the highway. No, officer, it wasn't a deer. It was a not deer. That joke also applies to Central New York, too. So, not deer is a cryptid. Oh, so is the not deer a cryptid, a misidentified sick animal, or just a modern campfire story dressed up for the internet? D, all the above. Whatever the explanation, the legend proves how quickly folklore can evolve. From rural whispers to online myth, it just takes a few years. And how quickly I'll refuse to go hiking at night. True story. I need at least. I have issues driving some roads here because of how close and dense they are to the road.
I know, it feels so suffocating.
And you're, no matter how high beamed you are, you need more light.
Oh, absolutely.
So, not deer, cool. I did bring this to ask you to do this one.
Sort of.
I did say, can we do it? And I wanted to, it was based off of, though, what was talked about in Malevolent Maine.
I thought the Malevolent Maine one was the Blank Saint.
No, that was also one. But no, they had a not deer one where it was more about a kid. More like
Yeah, yours was more based on like Sweet Tooth, which was a kid with antlers.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I totally got that. And then I went, no, sorry, we don't have that, but we got this fresh thing called the Not Deer.
Right.
Then we can also talk about how many deer we have led to the death of, or that has almost led to the death of us.
I've had more deer hit me than I have hit deer. By the way, that's 3. No, I've only actually hit 2 deer.
I've never hit a deer.
Lucky you. Let's see. The first one was when we were in the Saturn.
Right.
The second
Was that Van Helsing trip 3?
No, I think it was. I want to say it was Star
No,
Wars.
it was Constantine. Because Brian was with us.
Yeah, but we also went and saw Star Wars Return of the Sith. No, Revenge of the Sith.
I never saw any of those in theaters. The only ones that I've seen in theaters, not including re-release of the OT, fucking 15 years ago now?
Yeah, something like
or
that.
whenever the hell they did that, was when me and you went with the fam to Last Jedi.
Oh.
No, not Last Jedi. On the AJ Carey YouTube channel, there's actually a break. Oh no, we didn't record one for that, did we? That was just Thor Ragnarok and Justice League.
Batman versus not Batman versus Justice League.
I literally just said that.
Sorry, my brain did not hear you.
That's okay.
It was struggling to figure out the word.
But anyways, yeah, no, it was only it was what the hell's the last one? Rise of Skywalker.
Rise of Skywalker, yeah.
Because I got the specialty cup that looks like a bong.
This is true. And just looking over at my popcorn tins, the one that's out is Last Jedi. You know what? I have to say, I would have liked it better if it was done by all three. All three were done by the same artist.
That is a different podcast.
But I also think that if Carrie Fisher hadn't died, it would have been so much better.
And how does this relate to the not deer?
I have no idea. But anyways, so the other deer I hit was technically, it was already dead, and...
Oh, those don't count.
Oh, then I've only ever hit one deer and had 12 deer hit me.
You know, there's an old saying. If all day you come across assholes, maybe you're the asshole?
I have to say, every one of them hit the car and look at me like, where the fuck did you come from?
Well, that, to be fair, that is deer in New York.
So it was one of those things. Most recently, for deer sightings, when we were coming back from, I had seen a couple on our way to Vermont. On our way back, I had to come to a complete stop, because this deer is chilling by this telephone pole. And I saw it looking back and forth. So I knew, it was real.
It was, yeah, and it was doing its...
And it was prancing. So, like, all right, what are we doing here, sort of thing.
Right.
So I come to a complete stop. In the car is my wife and my mother. Both of them are like, Sam, what's wrong? What's wrong? I literally look at them and go, do you not see it? And they go, see what? It's fake. I'm like, no, it's not. And when I came out, it said, no, you're not. No, it's not. It looks at us and go, huh? And then ran the opposite direction. Not across the road. No. And here's me going, was that real enough? So there's my stories for deer.
Cool. I've never had any of those because, well, I've only ever been a secondary driver. Anyways, yes, no, my driving record is very, very spotless when it comes to accidents. When it comes to deer accidents.
That's better. All right. I'm Sam Rossi.
And I'm AJ Carey.
And remember, if you see a deer in the middle of the night that looks a little too smart, just keep driving. Or find a gun. I lean more towards the gun. Just saying. I wonder, if you kill a not deer, does it catch on fire like a demon? Or do you have to bury it because the body stays?
How would I know? I've not gone not deer hunting.
I'm just saying.
Love you, sissy.
Love you too. Later, y'all.
Later, y'all.
Living 15.
Keep on carrying on.
C-A-R-E. Y. Because
Carry On Production.